changed these, and so on and so forth. So you look at it, it's like, oh, I thought you were professionals. This is the fix it right part. What happened there? But you know, it's fine. I'm not paying. What happens if I was paying? Right? So we can have plenty of good technicians to be able to diagnose my car and fix it right the first time. Brilliant. Now, I went the second time for service after I finished all of this, and another service advisor came to me. Yes, sir, Mr. Shukri, please come in. Okay. I was like, who are you? I said, I'm your service advisor. I said, no, he is. No offense, but he is. He goes, no, it's the same. It's like, no, it's not the same. Do you know what we did to the car last time? Do you know what we discussed, him and me? I wanted to do some stuff. Do you have? Oh no, I can ask him. No, I don't want you to ask him. I want him. I spoke to him already. So even though this fixing was not right, I kind of built a relationship with that other guy. And he was kind of helping me. I accepted that. So it was a bad fix, but I accepted that. And this is where this customer satisfaction is very important. My relationship with you. I'm not saying a personal relationship, I'm saying a business relationship. There are certain limits, of course. Now, if you want to be their friend, that's your problem, but it's a limit. Now, because he was nice to me at the end, we were able to fix things around. Hey, I'm happy with him. He made a mistake, so what? We all make mistakes. Poof. So you guys can buy all the tools that you want, all the diagnostic equipments that you want. You can train the best technicians, yes. Mistakes are about to happen. If the front side, the front line, the way how we treat those customers is not up to a certain level, you can forget about sustainability. I don't want to be the nasty guy here, but the reason why we stop taking our cars to authorized dealers in general is we don't feel. They do a good job, but we don't feel that they did a good job. You know what I mean? They're authorized dealers. They got the best equipment from the factories. They trained all their technicians, all of these. But sometimes we don't feel that I should go there. It's not right. And then what do? I know this workshop, it's right there in Alcoa's area. They're not clean, but man, they treat you like a king. They're amazing. I'll always go to them. You go to these workshops, you can sit on a little stool right next to them. They can get you coffee and put it on the floor, and you will have coffee while watching these. You come out, you are greasy. You sit in the car, you will make your car dirty, but you still go back to them. Why? They treat me well. They appreciated me as a human, not as a number. When we go to those huge places, I'm a number. Number 54, yes, this way, sir. Okay. Sorry, I have a cheap car. You know what I mean? Now, think about it. The people who own those workshops, or who are leaders of a team in the workshop, think about that front line. We call it front line for a reason. Think about that front line. What do you think you can do to bring them forward to that level? Do they have the experience? That's a good question. This person who is dealing with those customers, does he have a customer service experience? Did he go to a place where he received a nice customer experience, or did he go to Carrefour? I can go to Carrefour, it's a supermarket. People are busy, you can't say, excuse me sir, they run away. Oh sir, excuse me, they run away. Well, they're busy, it's a huge mega mart. But did they go, for example, for a nice restaurant and receive that amazing experience so that they can reapply that experience to the others? How will I know what is good experience if I didn't receive one? Right? You might go to an airline, and I see them all the time because we travel all the time. You'll be literally queued up. And a lot of times they make mistakes. And you see this poor customer, he doesn't even know. He just moves on. And then comes to people who have experience, and they make one mistake. Like, ha ha ha, go on there. You start talking to them, no communication skills. Well, I'm sorry, but I need to talk to someone who actually... Your boss? Is your boss here? What's wrong with these customers? They always want my boss. Well, sorry. So we need to take our people through good customer experiences, and then let them replicate that with our customers. That's the only way forward. Depending on what type of workshop you run, it could be one of the mass cars, it could be one of the brilliant, premium, super luxury, expensive cars. The customer service is not any different. The difference between those expensive hotels and the lower cost hotels is only the stuff that are inside. The chairs are like high level leather instead of fake leather. But the customer service, it's the same. We're all humans. So it doesn't matter if you can fix those Porsches or Lamborghinis. It doesn't matter. You can fix Toyotas, you can fix Mazdas, you can any of those, as long as that person is treating me right. This is the customer service level that I want. I will come back to him. We made a mistake. It's okay, don't worry about it. No problem. And I've seen those workshops that we worked with, we actually start talking about those customers that when we make mistakes with them, they actually tell us it's okay. There was one time, listen to this story, one time, those guys forgot the key. You know, the cars are now keyless start, right? We forgot the key on the windshield because we always had experience. You put the key inside and sometimes the car locks by itself. So you put the key on the windshield. Right, time for test drive. Guess what happened? The guy took the car, all in good intentions, test drive, came back, great job guys, nothing happened there, turned the car off. Where's the key? Go back and look for it. Bye-bye. 1,500 dirhams, that's $400 for the key. He was honest with the customer, told him straight through. The customer didn't let him pay. He did not let him pay. He said, hey, we all make mistakes. And this is what I'm talking about. It's not if I fix it right. A lot of people now can fix cars. It's about the human element. If I can deal with you and provide you with what you deserve. And that's it. This is the whole thing. So, that's how we end it. Anybody has any question would like to ask me? Maybe more stories, funny stories that I have with customer service? Anyone? Yes, sir.
First of all, thank you very much for a very, very interesting presentation.
Thank you.
But there is one query.
Sure.
That is, how do you decide what the customer deserves? You know why? Because each and every person who's passionately involved with it, with his customer, would like to deliver more.
Correct.
And to exceed his expectations.
Correct.
But then there is some sort of an embargo which is created because of so many reasons, financial and whether we can deliver the same to everybody.
Okay.
So how do you differentiate this? How do you give the empowerment to the individual person to be able to exercise this? I think a winning organization would be in this zone of empowerment to the frontline executive.
Yeah. Very good question. Thank you for that. May I know your name?
Rajiv.
Azim. Thank you for that, Azim.
Rajiv Bhatia.
Rajiv, thank you very much for that. Very good question. Thanks for asking. Okay. You think that treating customers nicely is related directly to money? So that's the financial side is gone, right? Now, how do we really know what they deserve, what they need? This is where that frontline person needs to be a discoverer of those things. That's why we kind of create a relationship by asking him general questions. Based on those generic questions, social questions, we will discover what they need and then we confirm it. I'll give you a small example. You come to me, I'm a service advisor. Hello, sir, how are you? Please, welcome back, have a seat. What would you like to drink? Tea, coffee? Okay, great, sit down. Now, so how was the road? Oh, it was fine. So where did you come from? Oh, I come from this place. Was there traffic? No. So now I know, where did you come from? Is that your work address or your home address? No, it's actually home. Oh, brilliant, okay. Now, if I learned this information, and then later we discovered that your car needed to stay with me for 3 days, what can I do with this piece of information? I know where you live. How can I help you without you asking? I'll tell you, look, I know where you live, it's not far from us, no problem. The car is gonna stay here, but I will ask my driver to drop you there where you live. This way, if someone did this to you, how would you feel? Without telling, right? And this is where major investments should be done with the human element, this front line. We pay a lot on tools. We pay a lot on equipment. We get the best I've got in my car a Bluetooth diagnostic thing that I diagnose with this. I don't need to go to a workshop anymore, you know what I mean? But the human element, that's the thing. So these questions, the communication skills of that frontline person, the open questions, probing questions, all of these can make a little story about this customer. So I know, for example, that Mr. Sherbil right here, he lives in this area, he's got 2 kids, their ages are 5 and 7, etc., etc. And then every time he comes to me, I'll create this relation with him. So how are the kids? How old is he now? 7, 8? Oh my God. And then Sherbil will think, oh, he remembers my kids, amazing. And I don't know, if he's upset with me one day, I'll bring him a small car like this, probably worth 10 dirhams, say, hey, this is for your son, I'm so sorry we made a mistake with you. Wouldn't he be happy with that? After I solved the problem, of course. You know what I mean? I hope I answered your question. Thank you. Any other question? Ladies, gents? Oh, sorry.
How do we satisfy a customer who wants business class,
Closer.
ready to pay only for economy class?
Oh, amazing. A very good question. That's a good question. You know, I want to forward this question to everyone. How do you satisfy a customer who wants business class level or first class service, but wants to pay economy? How do you do that? Sorry? Microphone, please.
To treat them equal.
Treat them equally.
In the sense of, for example, if a stewardess knows how to treat properly the people without looking on what is their value of what they are paying.
Okay. So what you're saying in a way is managing expectations, right? And there is something in communication. There is something here. We always signpost our customers. Means that we tell them what we're going to do, we do it, and then we tell them what we did. So if you are a requester of first class service, that's your expectation. I will start with, okay sir, what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You have any clarification? No? Okay. Now we do it. And now when we finish, okay sir, as discussed, this is exactly what we did. And I'm not talking about the jobs. No, I'm talking about the how you're gonna take him through that experience of servicing their car. When you do that, you manage the expectation. Look, you cannot please 100% of people, I'm sure you agree. But if you please 85%, hey, you will have enough time to deal with the difficult 15%, correct? And those 85%, if you did well with them, they will be your advocates. They will actually protect you and defend you on Facebook and LinkedIn and all of these when someone says anything bad, because they have been well treated. You are the person who's a bit more difficult. Try and change it. All right, did I answer your question?
Very difficult to get 10 out of 10.
I have to
There will always...
There we go.
My point is, my experience also is, it's impossible to get every customer to rate you 10 out of 10.
Of course.
But try to maximize it.
Exactly.
There will be somebody who thinks that if you are rated excellent in price, tomorrow you will increase the price.
Maybe. Yep, correct. Thanks very much. Anyone else? Yes. You're okay? Okay. Anyone else? Oh yes, Neha, right here.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm from Nigeria.
Hello, Nigeria.
Yes, most of our shops there are individual shops.
Yeah.
Where we don't have that frontline stuff that you're talking about. So how do you handle those customers when they come?
Okay. If I was in Nigeria now and I brought you my car, where do I go?
Come directly
To you. And you are the technician. You work on the car. So you are that person who is front facing. So you're the one who should listen to those stories of the customer. You know what I mean? You, in my opinion, have a very good advantage because you are technically oriented, you're a technician. So when I come and talk to you about a certain issue in my car, you will ask me the right question to fix it. Now the only challenge for you and technicians like yourself is, do I have the people's skills, the patience? Because when we work with cars and nuts and bolts and all of these, we become a little bit rude. We change into being hammers. So that's the challenge when you are a technician and you start to talk to customers. And you are the front facing as well as the back. So to me, that's a great advantage. I would love to come to you. Pleasure. Anyone else? Ladies, gents? No? What time are we? Oh, brilliant. We still have 7 minutes if you like. No? Okay. So, oh, yes, please.
For me, I think one of the greatest challenges for an organization which is big, with many front-facing executives, for them handling customers would be a very big challenge because a customer can walk into any executive. So the knowledge about the customer and the relationship building process, in my mind, is connected to individuals.
Look.
And yeah. So what is a very good strategy to follow?
Very good. Thank you for this brilliant question. We have worked with huge organizations, 25 service advisors. You want to succeed in something like this? Start by succeeding with one service advisor. You have a construction. This construction is made out of blocks. Make the service advisors like one block, and then they can work by their own. So what we did was we structured the workshop from the back all the way to the front to be working as it was a small workshop within a workshop. Small example, 5 technicians, of course with varying levels, people who can diagnose, people who can do the hard work, and people who can just help out. Yep. These people, they'll have a team leader. This team leader will have one service advisor who is part of their team. So now we have one service advisor, one team leader, a team of 5 technicians. These people are team A. If I come to this person who is the service advisor, the car will only go to the people he has been working with. So what happens is I can build a relationship with the customer, but guess what? Now that team leader understands what I tell him as a customer complaint. If I tell him there is a whizzing noise, he will understand what I meant, because we've been working together. And he can manage. If I wanted to push him, tell him, look, this customer is coming sooner than the other. Can you just do this switching? Oh yeah, I know the other customer. He'll be okay. Call him and I'll fix this one. So you created that relationship within the team. So now the service advisor has a good support in the back to be able to create that relationship that we're talking about. And when we say that the customers come in and they'll be differently diverted into different advisors, the best strategy here is when they book an appointment, we need to know that this customer is with this service advisor. And we ask the customer, would you like to be booked with this person? Oh yes, of course. Or no, not really, I want to change, last time it wasn't good. Okay, we take note and we move it forward. This is how we've done it, and it works like magic, starting from the back. Any other question, ladies, gents? Okay, brilliant, thank you. On your way out, I think the certificates, Jennifer will be there.